This one I saw, it was kind of crazy. I stopped watching it because I was like, I got to react to this. So it was a pretty crazy TikTok. Y'all are going to see. You're just going to see.
Y'all want to know how to save money? Hold on. So I make this $5 meal, and I share it with all 4 of my kids. I split it with all 4 of my kids because they not
4 kids? 4 kids? That little ass bag, I already know. 4 kids, that little ass bag.
they not about to waste nothing of mine, okay? Why buy them all a meal when you can split it up? Get my knife. I always split my kids' meal. I never buy them their own because at the end of the day, it's just so wasteful. It definitely is. You put the burger right there, give them a little bit of fries with a nugget. That's the meal. Right on here. Okay, you welcome. Okay, 1 Happy Meal down. Uh-oh. Alrighty. There's another one right there. Rayon. Oh, you're welcome. Last but not least.
Oh, man. And hearing the kids say thank you, it kind of like breaks your heart, bro, because like they're grateful and they sound like good kids and well-respected kids. You can't really hear much, but they sound like they're good kids. And they're splitting a $1 cheeseburger. I think that was a medium or small. That was a medium fry. That wasn't even a large fry. That was a medium fry and a fucking chicken nugget. Pardon my tongue. Some of y'all gotta stop having kids. Some of y'all gotta stop having kids. You know, I speak to my lady about this. This is her back there. I speak to my lady about this sometimes. I'm like, you know, we talk about whether we want kids or not, or whether that's, you know, in our future. And I always contemplate and go back and forth. I'm like, well, if I got kids, that's a very large financial responsibility. And you got to come with a bag because I don't want to raise my kids in poverty. I don't want to like make them spoiled, but I don't want to raise my kids in poverty because it's not fun at all. You know, like it's not like, you know, one of the options that you want to choose, right? You want either middle class or rich. You don't want to have a poor option that you have to choose. Like you just want the middle class or rich. And, you know, like I contemplate, is it even worth having kids because that financial burden and that financial responsibility. Of course, I want to pass on my legacy and have a kid and have a son and all this and that. But I also have to consider the fact that, look, this little motherfucker is going to be expensive. And I want to be able to run up a bag for myself and not have an obligation to come home to see my kids all the time because I want to run up a bag. And I want to be able to, you know, make plays. Like, you know, if I got to travel somewhere, I could travel somewhere. If I got to do this and do that. Because once I have a kid, I know for me personally, my, you know, moral conscience, I got to be there. It's why if I do have a kid, I really want to homeschool him. If I do have a kid, I want to be there. I want to be so present, like as present as a father can be. I don't want a system raising my child, right? So anytime I think about, you know, kids and this and that, I always have to like think like, is it worth it? Because it's a big responsibility and it's a big obligation. And I feel like that might be the reason why I would be such a good father is because I consider these things. And then you got people like this where it's like you got 4 kids and you're splitting a $3-4 meal or whatever. $3-4. Like there's resourceful and then there's like damn near like child neglecting. Like you're neglecting your child at that point, you know? And there are better plays, better ways to feed them too. A pack of 6 ramen from the dollar store, because I personally get it. When I on this journey of trying to save my first 100,000, right? We had 60K so far this year, and it's like I go to the Dollar Tree and I get a pack of 6 for $1.25. That's better than that shit. I mean, both are terrible for your body, but at least you're like, you know, intaking more. Those little kids had like this much. You feel me? And it's like they're growing or they're supposed to be growing. So now, you know, you stunting that. There's going to be mad complications. It's cheap food. It's not enough food. Malnourished. Come on. You know, a lot of y'all have to stop having kids, bro. Stop having kids. Stop having kids. If you can't afford it, stop having kids. And if it's like this when you're at mom's house or whatever, I don't know if you know, she's got multiple baby daddies or if it's just, you know, if they're together or whatever, if it's just one dad. But these fathers have to step in and like start, you know, putting up some bread too, because ain't no way that even if, you know, in the future I had a baby mother or whatever, or my lady, you know, we split up and we have a kid together, ain't no way my kid is eating a fucking quarter of a fucking $1 cheeseburger from McDonald's. That's child abuse at that point. That's child abuse. That's child. And you know what was the craziest part that somebody said in the comment section? They said, she got on Meta glasses. How you gonna split a $3 meal with your 4 kids when you got Meta glasses on? Those are $300. I haven't even bought them yet. Those are $300. How you gonna wear $300 glasses while you over here splitting up this? Come on, that's mad crazy. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Some of y'all gotta stop having kids. You know, really think about it. Really plan and look ahead on what you can provide for a child, because that's a whole nother living being that you're, you know, taking on the responsibility for. And it's very selfish of you to have kids because you want to, but not be able to take care of them because, you know, they're incapable of it. You know, it's like a pet. So yeah, it's like a pet, you know? If we breed dogs to be less and less capable, it makes our responsibility more and more because we're making them less and less capable. If you let certain dogs out into the wild, they'll get eaten up in like 2 seconds. Some will, you know, thrive, but others, they'll get eaten up. And now it's your responsibility to keep them inside, make sure they don't run away, make sure you feed them, make sure you do this, that, vet visits, all this and that. Feel me? But we're going to leave it at that. Appreciate anybody that watched this. Stop having kids.